Hey guys, welcome to another recap of Celebrity Apprentice. Last time Sinbad was fired, boo-hoo. So Bret was kind of pissed because he totally thought that his team was throwing him under the bus. They were. Alright, so Maria gets to deliver her check to the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and the kid that she delivers it to, she tells him that his wish is going to come true. And then he's going to come to the finale of Celebrity Apprentice and meet Donald and all of the D-list celebrities. So, good for him. He's very excited. So, this task, LifeLock, again, I'm so tired of seeing that guy. And Norton 360, they're teaming up. And they want the celebrities to create a 4-page advertorial for Time Magazine and Time.com. So, one celebrity from each team is going to be the spokesperson. And Ivanka's somewhere. One of the Maloof brothers from Las Vegas is going to be taking in place for her. So the project managers are Michael Johnson for the men's team and Summer Sanders for the girls' team. So yeah, it's Battle of the Olympians. Although they never really played that up on the show. They totally missed an opportunity, in my opinion. Alright, so the ladies have their meeting with the executives from LifeLock and Norton. And Cyndi, shut up. All she wants to do is know about her son on the internet. He's probably looking at porn, so you should probably just cancel cable. Alright, so the men's team has their meeting with the executives, and Bret is going on and on and on, blah, blah, blah. I don't even know what he was saying. It had nothing to do with the task, I don't think. So, at the women's team meeting, Cyndi wants to direct the photo shoot. But Summer's like, no, because you're like friggin' out of control. But of course she doesn't say that. So she puts Selita in charge of being the art director. And then somebody wanted Cyndi to be the spokesperson. But Summer knew that that was going to get out of control too. So she ended up choosing Sharon. Awkward. At the men's meeting, Bret came up with the slogan, which was already the slogan for the company. And they tell him, no, it's got to be original. And then he came up with these stupid ideas and pictures. And Michael Johnson finally said, Curtis, you're going to be the spokesman. So Blago comes up with this big story about how they were prematurely ejaculating and they needed more foreplay. Please, TMI. So Curtis came up with a pretty good concept about how he's a chef and he's had his identity stolen, but not even like the strong guy Goldberg or the fastest man could ward off identity fraud. So, we find out that Blago does not know how to use a computer. I must say, I am totally shocked. So, that aside, they send out Darryl, Strawberry, and Blago to do some errands. And Darryl, Strawberry, is the laziest human being I've ever seen in my life. He's out there smoking a butt, and he's like, oh, celebrities, I got until 12 o'clock, and I'm so tired, and blah, blah, blah. And Blago spends the entire show campaigning. People he meets on the street. He cannot stop talking to people. It's genetic, I guess. I don't know. So they have the photo shoot and Goldberg's farting around, making fart faces because that's what makes you look tough. That's an important thing to remember in the future. And Bret, he's totally got the hots for the graphic designer, but he's not a creeper. I think she better check the missed connections on Craigslist when she gets home. So, Summer Sanders cannot handle Cyndi Lauper. The ladies' team is turning into a giant cluster. Sharon doesn't like Summer, thinking that she's perfect. And Summer was pretty much clueless on the entire task. She didn't even know what the concept was until like the very end. And Cyndi's out there kibitzing for the props. Hey, could you give me a deal? It was just so weird. I think this is like the worst group of celebrities I've ever seen on a reality TV show. I'm just going to put that out there for everyone. They finally got something together. They finally came up with the concept that Sharon is the protector of all these people standing, creeping in the background. I didn't really like their concept all that much. Bret, on the men's team, he made an ad, not an advertorial, according to Michael Johnson. Because that is like pictures and we need words. So him and Bret and Blago were trying to explain to Michael that it was just too many words, but he just didn't want to listen. And it came down to a time crunch for the ladies. They threw the presentation together with like 15 minutes to go in the end, and Holly Robinson Peete didn't even know what it was going to look like. She just had time to like click on stuff, and that was it. Well, that was a shame because your presentation didn't work. You probably ended up hitting delete instead of what you should, instead of save. So their computer presentation didn't work, and Sharon had a coughing fit for the presentation. And the executives were pretty much disgusted with the guys' presentation because it was too wordy. The actual live presentation was okay, but it was just impossible to read, and people were looking like they were bored with it. So in the boardroom, again, we come to the conclusion, the ladies didn't have enough info, and the guys had too much. And the stuff that they did have, were the facts even correct? I don't know. They're going to have legal check into that. So we come to the conclusion again, Blago and Cyndi are problems on their teams. Michael insults Cyndi, and I think that was totally uncalled for. That was really low. Why is everybody hurting Cindy's feelings? I mean, come on. Just deal with it. She's a little freak. So the ladies, they have no phone number on their ad, Vittorial. But the women win because theirs is far superior to the men's. Go figure. $20,000 for Summer Sanders' charity, plus a portion of the profits. That was pretty nice. And her charity is Right to Play. So the guys are in the boardroom, and it comes out that it was all Michael's idea because he wanted an advertorial, and he took it literally. So also it comes out that Curtis probably was not the best choice to be the spokesperson. It should have been Goldberg. That would have been the obvious choice, but Michael didn't want to go with the obvious choice. And then Bret starts gabbing about him being a graphic designer, and Donald was like, "Are you a graphic designer?" And he's like, "No." Why, I hate when, it's like when people know a few words in a language and they're like, "Yes, I speak that language." They know like hola and adios, and they're, "Oh, I speak Spanish." It's the same thing. So you've designed a few t-shirts. It's insulting to say that you're a graphic designer. Blago, he's just an ass kisser, but we knew that. He's a politician. And he would fire Michael. And Bret would fire Michael. Darryl, well, he'd fire himself because he's a lazy POS. He just wants to go home and sleep and smoke his cancer sticks. He doesn't care about his charity, which is autism, by the way. Oh, great. The charity that I would pick, he's totally bagging out on. So, yeah, I'm pretty disappointed in Darryl's performance. And he's fired because he sucks. He doesn't want to do anything. So, yeah. It's pretty obvious. Next time, it's the Harry Potter task. Cyndi, shut up! Till next time, much love.